Hello, good day. I'm the Reverend Ronald Nathan, and I'm the minister of the Whole God AME Zion Church, which is located in Jackson, in St. Michael on the island of Barbados. Welcome to our meditation, a psalm a day. And today's meditation comes from Psalms 141. Psalms 141. And I'm looking at the subject of evil. On the subject of evil. In this psalm, David speaks quite candidly about the influence of evil all around him. So I start with verse 1. I call to you, Lord, come quickly to me. Hear me when I call to you. David is expressing to us that he brings his petitions or his needs to God. Why is he doing this? Let's continue. May my prayer be set before you like incense. May the lifting up of my hands be like the evening sacrifice. Set a guard over my mouth, Lord. Keep watch over the door of my lips. Do not let my heart be drawn to what is evil, so that I take part in wicked deeds, along with those who are evildoers. Do not let me eat their delicacies. David is using, obviously, the Hebrew poetic language to express his desire of his avoidance of evil in himself, and also avoidance of evil in terms of the evildoers that is around him. He says, I don't want to participate in their activities. I don't want to eat their delicacies. And he goes on to say, let a righteous man strike me, that is a kindness. Let him rebuke me, that is oil on my head. My head will not refuse it, for my prayer will still be against the deeds of evildoers. Now, we have no monopoly on evil. Evil has been with us throughout time. We are aware of the fact that there are those who pledge themselves to doing evil because they believe that that is the only way in which they can have some level of significance in life. And so David is saying, no, I don't want to be involved in that. I am not going to participate in their deeds of evil, for their rulers would be thrown down from the cliffs. That's verse 6. In other words, they will be destroyed, and the wicked would learn that my words were well spoken. It is interesting that there are those who believe that ancient times, the times in which we are reading of, when David was king around 1000 BC, that somehow those days were barbaric. Those ancient times were certainly, or considered by many to be backward, and therefore very evil and with a lot of violence. There is the perception with some that our modern days are civilized because of our technological advances, the proliferation of educational and health institutions, and the development of what is called globalization. Others would point to the existence of the United Nations and its 15 specialized agencies doing wonderful humanitarian work all across the world. Notwithstanding that, and also the influence of many Christian missions that is doing a lot of educational, developmental, and medical work in what do we call the 2/3 world. We can not rest on our laurels and believe for a moment that all is well in our 21st century. I know that we can feel judgmental and condemn the times of David, for example, for the extreme violence and evil that we read of. However, I beg for you to give me an opportunity to put forward a different scenario. Evil, violence, and warmongering is no less prevalent in the 21st century as it was in the 10th century BC. We are told by those who gather these statistics that there are 10 full-fledged wars taking place as we speak. That is, wars between two or more parties where armed forces have already killed over 1,000 people. And then there are literally hundreds of armed conflicts taking place in developed and in so-called underdeveloped countries. The International Labour Organization informs us that over 40 million people were trafficked, over half of them being sex workers. So when I hear folks indicating that somehow we are more, in quotes, civilized or more developed, I ask, what does that mean? What does it mean to have, for many nations in our world, to have the capacity to be able to obliterate every single human being through nuclear warfare? Is that developed? Evil is all around us. So what should our mantra be? I want to revert to the initial founder of the Methodist Church, John Wesley, when he says, our rule of life should be, do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. Many people get paralyzed by the level of evil that surrounds our world today and feel like they can do nothing. But I want to suggest to you that you can do something. As Scripture says, what if the foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do? The righteous can do good and push back the boundaries of evil. If this meditation has been a blessing to you, I want to suggest that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, that you pass on our link to your family and friends, and that you give us a thumbs up. May God bless you and have a great day.